Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading from me. Today's topic is going to be on the subject of your future spouse's physical appearance. Once again, I remind you that when I say future spouse, I'm taking into account long-term partners. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship that will end in an official marriage, but a long-term partnership. Okay, so this is for those of you who would like to choose with just crystals. There are 4 options to choose from. Option number 1 is the malachite crystal. Here it is. Option number 2 is the smoky quartz crystal. Option number 2 is the blue calcite crystal. Option number 3, sorry, I don't know if I said 2. Option number 4 is the rose quartz crystal. So I'm going to be looking at physical appearance and the style and the way that they present themselves. So things to do with the image of this person. If anything else comes up, like, personality traits, something like that, of course, I'm going to share everything that I notice in the cards. But mainly, this is going to be about your future spouse's physical appearance and style, manner of, anything to do with the outer image. That being said, in order to select your pile correctly, I do recommend you take some deep breaths, meditate upon the question, close your eyes, and then, meditate upon the question with your eyes closed. Take some deep breaths. Also try to exhale longer than you inhale. That will help you calm down. And then open your eyes and just instinctively choose the first crystal that stands out to you without overthinking it. And of course, if you feel drawn to multiple crystals, you can feel free to watch multiple or even all the readings and see which one resonates. I will see you at your reading. So this is going to be the selection process for the cards, for those of you who would like to choose with cards, I mean. So I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the malachite crystal? What can you tell me about their future spouse's physical appearance? The people who chose the malachite crystal, what will their future spouse look like? What is their style? What is their image? The people who chose the malachite crystal. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the smoky quartz? What is their future spouse's physical appearance? What can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the smoky quartz crystal? Actually, I don't know. Wait, yeah, I mean, this one wanted to come out, so I'm going to keep it, but I wasn't feeling it that much. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3? What is their future spouse going to look like? What will their physical appearance be like? Anything you would care to tell me? Help me out, Spirit. Interesting. I'm feeling this one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who have chosen the rose quartz crystal? What can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who chose the rose quartz crystal? What is their future spouse's physical appearance going to be like? What is it going to be like, Spirit? This one feels right. Okay. So let's see. Pile number 1. You have, okay, the Judgment card. Pile number 2, you have the World card. Pile number 3, you have the Star. Pile number 4, you have the 8 of Wands. So, yes, so these are your options. Once again, option number 1 is the malachite crystal with this card. Option number 2 is the smoky quartz crystal and this card. Option number 3 is the blue calcite crystal and this card. Option number 4 is the rose quartz crystal and this card right here. So once again, pause the video if you need to meditate upon the piles. I would recommend that you meditate upon the question with your eyes closed while taking some deep breaths. Try to exhale longer than you inhale. That will help calm you down. And then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you, either the crystal or the card or both, instinctively without overthinking it. Do not choose based on preferences or favorite colors or anything like that. And of course, if you are attracted to more than one pile, you are free to watch several or even all of them and see which one of them resonates to you. I will see you at your reading. So hello pile number 1, this is your reading. If you have chosen the green malachite crystal and or this card, which is the judgment card. So this is the shuffling part. I'm going to add timestamps and you can skip directly to your reading. So first I'm going to take some oracle cards from these animal spirit cards. So Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? What is their future spouse going to look like? What is their future spouse's physical appearance? What energy do they give off? What image do they have? What style of clothing do they have? What style of dressing up do they have? Okay. So you have snow leopard self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Nice. Then you have cat independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Already felines. 2 felines. 3. Oh my god. Tiger and fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Okay, so you have like a lot of felines here. Very feline person. Let me try to figure out how I should put these. Like, I think I'm going to leave them here for now. I'm going to see as I go along. Okay, so now for more tarot cards. Spirit, what is pile number 1's future spouse going to look like? What can you tell me about pile number 1's future spouse or future long-term partner, romantic partner? What is their physical appearance? What energies do they give off? What is their image? How do they present themselves? I'm getting all of these, really. How do they present themselves, Spirit? Help me out. This one as well. One more. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? What is their future spouse's physical appearance? How will this future spouse present themselves? Yeah, this one. So let's see. You have the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Moon, the Empress, and the Justice card. Wow, very strong cards already. This is someone who has like a strong presence, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna get more cards. Spirit, what is pile number one's future spouse's physical appearance or future romantic, long-term romantic partner? What will they look like? What physical features will they have? How will they present themselves? What is their style? Spirit, help me out here. What is their style? What will they present themselves like? Help me out. What can you tell me about pile number one's future spouse? What will they look like? What will pile number one's future spouse look like? What is their fashion style? Help me out, Spirit. Help me out, Spirit. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, the Judgment again, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, wow. Just very strong messages here for you. Spirit is, I think, definitely paying attention. So I'm going to start off by saying, you know, if you have watched, can you see this card? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can pretty much. You can see almost all of it. This is it. There's not much to it. The Judgment card. So the Judgment card came out twice, okay? But the first thing that stood out to me now, actually, with these three cards being all felines here, especially for those of you who maybe also watch my astrology channel, maybe this is a person who has strong placements in the nakshatras ruled by Jupiter, because I did that video recently and I said that those nakshatras are all represented by felines. Actually, the only feline that is missing here is the lion. Instead, we have the snow leopard, but I would say that's close enough. So yeah, this could potentially show that this person has strong Jupiter energy. For those of you who are more into astrology, I'm also going to pick some cards at the end. Some of my handwritten notes based on astrology also for more insight. But so yeah, so this to me shows that this person most likely is above average good looking. Also because you have the Lovers and you have the Empress. So I think this person definitely is above average good looking. This gives me like strong Venus energy as well. So like strong Venus, strong Moon as well, because you have the Moon, and strong Jupiter I'm getting so far. Also considerable Earth energy as well. So the Venus part could be represented mainly by Taurus instead of Libra. But yeah, let me not get too much into astrology. So what this means is that this person, first of all, is above average good looking, I would say, for most of you. But it also shows that this person has a rather feminine appearance. So even if this is a man, most likely they will have very nice features. They might be a pretty boy, quote unquote. Like they will tend to have nice skin, full lips, you know, beautiful eyes. I think, you know, quite polished looking if this is a man. If this is a woman, this is definitely a Venus type, a very beautiful, you know, Angelina Jolie kind of level of beauty sort of person. Maybe not that level, but, you know, someone kind of like with that kind of an energy. Someone who is, you know, quite seductive potentially. Someone who is attractive. With the lovers, you can also see that this person comes across as very passionate, and most likely this is a person that a lot of people see as attractive, I think. The Judgment card coming out twice is really interesting. So to me, and also with the High Priestess, this is a person who also has a really developed intuition, also with the moon and also with the messages that came out in these cards about strong intuition, also about fire. Like, I feel like this oracle card here, the tiger, is a confirmation of the Queen of Wands. So fire energy. This, of course, could also be someone who has like a strong Leo energy as well, strong fire placements. But I did say Jupiter, so that's pretty fiery already, so that could be Sagittarius, for instance. Yeah, but I think this is a person who definitely comes across as really passionate and like gives off that kind of an energy. You know, they're quite attractive, passionate. There might also be like an appearance to them that is really melancholic with the Three of Swords here. Maybe they could be a touch melancholic as well. Like, maybe they have features that make them look, you know, pensive and like lost in thought, maybe a little bit brooding, sensitive, intuitive. That's what I was going to say with the moon and the Judgment coming out twice in the High Priestess. This is definitely a person who has like above average intuition. So they might come across as like really romantic looking as well, irrespective of their gender. But also they might have like, they might be a person who, with respect to their style, might be wearing things that have to do with their spiritual beliefs. So like amulets, maybe they have like tattoos that mean something on a spiritual plane. Of course, this could also be a person who is religious and like they're carrying, you know, they're wearing like a cross or something around their neck, or, you know, something, some kind of a religious marker to their style. And even if they're not in an organized religion, I think that they might just wear things that are from different religions because it's fun for them. But also with the Judgment card here, this comes across as a person who is, I think, quite discerning. So like they could definitely be, I would say, someone who has good taste in clothing, for instance, because the Judgment coming out twice just shows that this is not a person who just does things randomly. I think their clothes, irrespective of what they look like or what the occasion is that they're dressing for, so whether it's formal, whether it's informal, there's like something deliberate, okay, always deliberate about their physical appearance, even if they seem maybe not fancy dressed or like, how should I put it? Yeah, even if they're not wearing the fanciest clothes, like the clothes that they are wearing are deliberately chosen, and the accessories that they wear are deliberately chosen as well. With the moon being here, this is also a person that gets attached to objects, I think, and also because of the Venus energy. So there's gonna be a person who's like wearing the same article of clothing over and over and over and over again until they just you know, they just get worn out and they are forced to throw them away. And even after they get worn out, they may not want to easily give up their clothes or their accessories. They get attached to them, I think. Or they might keep accessories and clothes because they remind them of people that they used to love, you know, like maybe they, you know, like they're keeping things because their parents bought them something, like a necklace or something. And if they are dating, I'm definitely feeling like this is the kind of person that might get, you know, things, that might wear things just because their partner bought them these things like accessories. For a man, this could be like watches, but even jewelry. For a woman, it could definitely be jewelry, but you know, scarves, any kind of accessory that a partner would be willing to buy for them. With a justice card as well, like now I realize you have the judgment twice, but you also have the justice card. So again, this is like kind of not directly related, but I wonder if this person is somehow also connected to, this could be definitely for some of you that this is connected to the justice system. Like this could be a lawyer, someone who has some kind of an important position. So I'm getting a feeling that this person in public is more likely to present themselves in a way that is more formal and simple and not wear a lot of accessories. But in person, like in private, sorry, they might definitely be the kind of person who just, you know, wears things because they are emotionally attached to those objects, whether they are clothes or any kind of accessories. Definitely with the queen, because they're all of these like are pretty high cards, right? Even though here, you, funny enough, you have the Four of Pentacles, so the Four of Pentacles doesn't actually say much directly about their style or how they come across at first sight, but the Four of Pentacles definitely gives me a feeling that this is not a person who likes to spend a lot of money in general. So even though they might be well off, and with the rest of the cards there's a good chance that they are pretty well off financially, especially the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here, also the Empress. So this person could be pretty well off financially, the Knight of Pentacles as well. But with the Four of Pentacles, this is a person who could be shopping from secondhand stores, but they're not telling anyone, you know. They're just very, but even when they are like looking for bargains, they're not telling anyone, right? And not only are they not telling anyone, but they are very careful about what they are selecting. So they will only choose articles of clothing that are, you know, tasteful and look decent, look up to standard, but they will actually look for bargains. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone who likes to shop secondhand, and or they might only shop at discounts or something like that, but they're still very good at choosing their clothes. Most likely they know how to wear. Also with the Lovers here, I think that they on the one hand are capable of presenting themselves as very romantic. Like they might choose clothes that they know deliberately send some kind of a romantic message, or they are artistic somehow, you know, they are expressing themselves through their clothing. But most likely this has to do with how they behave in their leisure time. And also with the Lovers card, this could just show that they wear what they love and that they care about comfort, definitely, but also that they care about things that are creative and romantic. What's most interesting here is the Ten of Swords. Wow. The Ten of Swords, to be honest, is interesting. So I think with respect to image and everything, and also with the Three of Swords, so I definitely for some of you, so either this is only for some of you, or this is for most of you, but this is only some of the time, okay? So sometimes this person can give off a very intense, brooding, maybe even sad sort of energy. They might look like they don't really care about their physical appearance or their clothes, I think, sometimes. Or they might go back and forth, like also because of the moon. Wow, with the moon, this shows fluctuations, right? So like sometimes it could be that this person, you know, doesn't care much about their physical appearance, and other times they are super conscientious and, you know, really try to look their best. That's how I would interpret it. But I definitely feel like irrespective of this person's financial situation, they're more leaning towards the frugal side. They're leaning towards the frugal side, and yeah, I mean, I don't think that this is the kind of person that will just, you know, buy clothes and accessories on a whim, on a regular basis. It's unlikely. And with all of the pentacles here, and also with the Empress and the High Priestess, I kind of already said, this person most likely is going to care, for instance, about clothes that are, you know, good fabric, good quality, rather than, you know, buying something that is just really fancy and really flashy, but is made out of like plastic, you know. But also with the Justice, now that I think about it, the Justice and the Judgment, this person, like, to me, seems pretty well proportioned when it comes to physical appearance. When it comes to physical appearance, I would say this is a person who's quite well proportioned. I would say definitely more towards the sturdy side of physical appearance. Like, this could even be like a person who has a tendency to be overweight, but that does not necessarily mean that they are overweight. But also with the moon, this shows fluctuation. So this could be a person who like fluctuates a lot in weight. And this could also like explain these cards here. So like I think sometimes they fluctuate, you know, with their weight, and or like their appearance fluctuates with their mood, with their internal state. And let me think. Also with all the pentacles here, interesting. I mean, the moon to me is a person who is more fair, like fair looking. So of course you have to take into account the limits of the genetic inheritance of this person, but the moon generally shows a person who tends towards the fairest side of their genetic inheritance. So if they come from a family where there are both blonde and brunette people, most likely they will be towards the blonde side, if that makes sense, okay? So I would say with the moon here, there's a tendency towards fairness, you know, fair skin, light colored eyes, light hair. This is also a tendency towards plumpness, I think, but this is also a person who looks romantic. The moon can also show kind of a melancholic streak, so that's, it's kind of like a reinforcement of this energy here. So this could show a person who like just looks moody and brooding and introverted and sensitive. But at the same time, you also have the Venus. So take it how it resonates. For some of you, this could be more of a moon person. For some of you, this could be more of a Venus person. For some of you, yet, this could be more of a fire energy sort of person, right? So Sagittarius, Leo especially. But also maybe a little bit of Aries. With the Pentacles, though, this is more towards a darker complexion. So this could be a person who maybe has contrasting appearance. Like they could have really dark hair and light colored eyes, or they could have like really tan skin and light colored eyes, for instance, stuff like that. It could be for a lot of you. But I would say, you know, this is a pretty healthy looking person overall. Like I'm not getting like frail looking or very, very slim. It could be definitely for some of you that this is someone who's quite athletic because of the the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. But I would say if this is a woman, this is more towards the voluptuous side. If this is a man, this is definitely a person who's quite, you know, robust looking, I would say. And a lot about when it comes to his level of fitness, a lot of that just depends on him and how much he's willing to work on it. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I can see from the cards. So let me get into the astrological messages. Spirit, what does pile number one's future spouse look like? What does pile number one's future spouse look like? What does pile number one's future spouse look like, Spirit? Okay, so I got 6. Let me see. Scorpio, dark and brooding. Sagittarius, confirmation. Gemini, okay. That's air energy. Rahu, or the north node of the moon. Capricorn, that's the pentacles, I guess. And Aries, okay. So let me break this down. Okay, with Aries and Capricorn, now that I look at these, I would say for most of you, this person will tend towards a darker complexion, actually. For most of you, okay? But with the moon energy as well, and also with Gemini there, it could be that for some of you, this is towards the lighter side. Aries, though, with Capricorn, also Aries and Scorpio and Rahu as well, this person also, I would say, tends towards darker skin. You know, tanned to dark skin. With the Rahu energy here, this is a person, actually, this kind of like reinforces what I said about, you know, the High Priestess and all that. The High Priestess and the Judgment, because this is a person who might be wearing like amulets, might have tattoos that mean something, or piercings that are like meaning something to them. They might really express themselves through accessories. But also Rahu, when it comes to like ethnicity and physical appearance, this is likely to be a person who is different than you are. So most likely this is coming from a different cultural background than you are coming from. So could be a foreigner, okay? Could even be, I mean, irrespective actually of whether they are from a, let's say, totally different cultural background or not, this is a person who it just, you know, looks very different from you. So, and also what this could mean is that this person has something about their appearance that is quite unusual, unorthodox, you know. Like I said, so this could mean tattoos, piercings, it could be even when it comes to their physical, like strictly with their physical appearance, I mean things that they can't really change. And that's another thing. This could also show like plastic surgery for some of you. But I think for some of you, this is like, this could be a person who just has some kind of like unusual genetic characteristics. Like I think of people who have like different colored eyes, something like that. Or they could have, you know, like that discoloration of the skin. I think it's called vitiligo. You know, these are just things that I can think about off the top of my head, but something like that, you know, some kind of physical appearance or a physical condition that doesn't really like affect them very much health wise, but just gives them a different an unusual physical appearance. Let me put it like that. With Capricorn here and with Sagittarius, so this person here, I mean, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so that's kind of like a confirmation of the Jupiter energy that I picked up on. So I think that this person is definitely going to be towards the taller side for most of you. With these energies, they're going to be quite tall and athletic, quite. But they might still have a tendency to, like, you know, have weight fluctuations. With Scorpio, that explains the dark and brooding energy. So this is definitely a person who could be really intense looking, emotional. Also, these cards are explained through the Scorpio energy. So I think that this could be a person who, yeah, gives off this really intense vibe. So they could have like strong eyebrows, could have really intense eyes, an aquiline nose, most likely, or a hooked nose. With the Gemini, they could actually look, it's really interesting because you have Gemini and Capricorn. So they either look younger or older than what they really are. So for some of you, this person could tend towards looking younger than they are. For some of you, this person could look more mature than they are. With Gemini and Capricorn, I'm getting high cheekbones. I also think that they have really good smiles, very nice smiles for most of you, I would say. Although, ironically, they might actually not smile that much, but they still have good smiles when they do smile. With Aries and Sagittarius, definitely I think this is a person who can be quite athletic, most likely broad shoulders if this is a man. If this is a woman, even, maybe for some of you, this could even be a woman who's more athletic and more like broad-shouldered. They also have just an impression of physical resilience and strength, I think. A person who, can easily recover from physical challenges, I think. Also, I think like the arms somehow or the hands will stand out. Something about their hands and their arms will stand out to you. Maybe they have really nice hands. Maybe, and again, unrelated, this could be a person who is into sports like tennis or ping pong. Also, there's quite a competitive vibe about them. But also, when it comes to how they present themselves, their style, aside from the fact that I think definitely they pay attention to what they look like. It's really interesting because with these energies, this could be a person who is very buttoned up, when it comes to formal situations. I mean, Capricorn and Sagittarius actually connect to the judicial system. So for many of you, this could be a person who's like somehow connected to, you know, working in a courtroom somehow, a lawyer or something like that, or somewhere in the corporate ladder. So I feel like this is a person who, they know how to dress for the occasion. Like they will dress very formally and very conventional when it comes to their job, for instance, or their professional arena, business meetings, stuff like that. But then when it comes to their, how they are in private, I think they will definitely tend towards, comfort, and also potentially dress in ways that are quite dark and like brooding. I'm definitely getting that for some of you. This could be a goth. With the Scorpio and the Rahu energy, yeah, and also with the contrasting energies, I'm definitely getting like that for some of you. This is a person who has like contrasting features, like either they're very pale and they have really dark hair, or the other way around. I don't know, like they could be, something about them is like contrasts. So I think they definitely stand out in a crowd. And also with the Scorpio, really kind of reinforces the lover's energy here. So yes, I think this is a person who, easily attracts attention. They come across as very sensual. And also, I think they come across as really vital and like energetic for most of you. And they also, I think, have a really expressive face. Like, it's really interesting again because I think they become expressive once you get to know them. Because with the Scorpio energy there, this is a person who will keep a poker face up. They will not easily reveal their true nature, their deepest side, but in private with people that they know, they can be very lighthearted and joke around a lot. They can be humorous and very good communicators. Definitely really nice smile. Very nice smile. You are lucky here in this regard. And I think they have good bone structure as well, most likely high cheekbones. And I would say a prominent nose for most of you. And most likely an aquiline nose, a hooked nose as well for some of you. This person could also have hooded eyes for some of you, which would add to their kind of intense energy. Yeah, but pretty much. Okay, so this is what I can see for your pile number 1, and I hope you have enjoyed this because I definitely have. I thought it was quite interesting. And once again, if you have enjoyed this, please do not forget to like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. It will only take a second and it's free. And it's the easiest way to support my channel. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, you can email me at the email in the video description. I can send you feedbacks that I have gotten so far, as well as a pricing list for the readings that I offer, and also sample readings so that you can see what they look like. And of course, please comment in the comment section with anything that you would like to share and whether this reading resonated and how. Okay, thank you. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen this card, which is the World card. And or this smoky quartz crystal. So I'm gonna add timestamps once again because this is going to be the shuffling part. So I'm gonna add timestamps for you to skip directly to the reading if you don't want to sit through this. Okay, I'm gonna start with some oracle cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who have chosen the smoky quartz crystal? What will their future spouse look like? What kind of style will their future spouse have? Or when I say future spouse, I also mean long-term romantic partner. Spirit, what kind of physical appearance, image will pile number 2's future spouse have? What kind of physical appearance will pile number 2's future spouse have? Spirit, help me out here. I think this one. Okay, so you have Swan with grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Interesting. Then you have Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. Pronghorn action. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. Interesting. So you have 2 birds here, even though one is flightless. And this pronghorn. Okay, I'm gonna see what the tarot cards say. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the smoky quartz crystal? What will their future spouse look like, Spirit? What kind of image will this person have? What kind of physical features will this person have? Help me out here, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 2? What is their future spouse going to look like, Spirit? Help me out. Help me out. What will pile number 2's future spouse look like? Help me out, Spirit. What style will they have? What appearance will they have? What will they wear? How will they dress? How will they present themselves? Pile number 2. Okay, so let's see. You have the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. Interesting. More cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse? What can you tell me about pile number 2's future spouse? Okay, I'm not going to pick that one. You need to be more clear to me. I don't pick flying cards, you know that. Spirit, what is pile number 2's future spouse going to look like? Help me out here. What's pile number 2's future spouse going to look like? What's pile number 2's future spouse going to look like, Spirit? Help me out here. What's pile number 2's future spouse going to look like? How will they present themselves? Okay. That's enough cards. Let's see. The Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups, the Empress, Temperance, King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Very interesting. So I think this is a person who definitely pays a lot of attention to their appearance. I think this is a person who is quite well off financially, quite self-sufficient, most likely a skilled professional, not directly, related to physical appearance, but this is what I'm seeing here. So I think that they dress in a way that, matches their status. Most likely they will enjoy, the finer things in life, and they will wear, things that show off their material wealth. When it comes to like physical appearance, it's really interesting. You have the 7, you have 7, 7. And then you have 8 and 8. And here you have the number 14. And number 5 is coming out 3 times here. So I'm getting a little bit into like numerology here. But so this to me shows like strong Mercury energy, strong Capricorn / Scorpio energy as well. If you felt drawn to pile number 1, you might want to check out pile number 1 too. And only if you feel drawn to it, because the first thing that kind of came up to me when this card came up, I was thinking Capricorn, and also with the 8 of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles, there's more Capricorn, I feel, energy. So when it comes to physical appearance, I think this person also is quite mature. They look mature if they're not mature in age. Also, they're really quite good looking. They have nice features, I think, and they also know how to dress. I think this is definitely a person who, is seen as quite a catch for a lot of people. So, yes, I was going to say there's a lot of Capricorn / Scorpio energy, basically a lot of Saturnian energy. This person is probably quite status conscious, I think. And they like to really dress the part. Most likely they have a good status in society. And yeah, so that's about wearing the finer things in life. I also think this person could be like, again, not directly related, but they are maybe an entrepreneur or a teacher, something where they're guiding others, where they're using a lot of communication. And I feel maybe they could be a teacher for some of you. So in any case, I think this is a person who dresses formally a lot. But even when they dress formally, they make sure that they wear nice fabrics, decent, appropriate accessories. For some of you, maybe this could be a bit of a minimalist, a tiny bit, but I would say actually that's actually unlikely. But what I mean by minimalist, I think this person goes by the saying of less is more. Maybe they will wear clothes that are not flashy, but if you actually look at them closer, they are, you know, very good high quality fabric, or they are, you know, high brand names, you know, but you may not see that at first sight. So yes, what I was gonna say, also I'm getting Mercury energy, and I'm getting with the number 7. This is a person who could come across as a little bit strange, a little bit introverted, I think. Also quite serious and brooding. So yeah, definitely if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you want to check that out. But it's interesting here, like they are blending. They seem like a curious blend of energies that would otherwise not go together. So this could show up. This could show up in their appearance in a number of ways. So for some of you, this could be a person who is like, you know, coming from a very multicultural background. Um, they might be even mixed race for some of you. So they might even dress in a way that where they blend things. Like maybe they wear a formal, predominantly formal attire, but they're wearing like one little touch of something ethnic looking or something, just to show their personality or their background. I think this is a person also who, I think for most of you, tends towards the darker side complexion wise. And similarly to pile number 1, like I said, if you feel drawn to pile number 1, definitely check it out because of the world card here. So this person could be from a foreign culture, from a foreign land, or they just could come from, you know, a multicultural background, like I said, or a multi-ethnic background. And somehow this really shows up in their image and their appearance. It's really interesting with the 7 of Swords. Like, I wonder if this person also comes across a little bit sarcastic sometimes, or like ironic, you know, at the very least. They might come across as, this is the feeling that I'm getting, like they have a kind of way of expressing their humor. Maybe they have a smile that makes them look sly. I'm thinking of someone like Mickey Rourke, especially in his youth. Maybe even I'm not so much Jim Carrey. I would say Mickey Rourke is a good example, or like Tom Cruise in Lestat. You know, kind of a one of those like kind of really sarcastic smiles. Could be for some of you that is the case. Really interesting with the 5 of Cups there, huh? I feel like this person is not really happy with their appearance, to be honest. Oh wow, with the 5 of Wands here, now that I see it, there's definitely like a multicultural thing. The 5 of Wands here is like a reinforcement that this person could be from a multicultural background, or definitely from a different background than you come from. I would say they are above average in attractiveness though, because of the Empress energy. But where was I? With the 5 of Cups, I think this person is not really particularly happy with their appearance, or they might have some complex about their appearance. Now, whether this actually shows up when you see them or when you have first contacts with them, I couldn't say that, but I definitely think with the 5 of Cups, this is a person who maybe does not appreciate what they look like, does not appreciate their, you know, natural features, maybe, or their natural qualities. This is gonna seem like totally random, but this person might really like birds or something, or they might wear accessories that have feathers or that depict birds, things with wings, if that makes sense. I think they care a lot more about, you know, being elegant than being flashy. I would say, like I said, it kind of hinted towards in the beginning. Really interesting though. I think they also might come across as quite shut off, suspicious, really. Or maybe they might have an aura about them, like this is a person who was hurt in the past, and somehow it really comes up, like it really shows that they were someone who was hurt. I say that because of the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups underneath. But they also come across as someone who has this really kind of energetic aura as well. I think they're quite energetic. Maybe is not always the best description, but I think they come across as very willful and very determined. You know, like I'm getting like strong silent vibes here. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. But also a person who's really good looking, I would say. I mean, above average good looking, definitely. Because of the, you know, Eight of Pentacles here and also the Six of Pentacles, I think maybe for some of you, this is a person who works in some kind of a profession where they have a uniform. They have to wear a uniform. And so somehow their profession shows, you know, like people know their profession by just looking at them. So of course, this could mean a number of professions. Take your pick. This could definitely be for some of you. Like, I don't know, the fire brigade, something like that. Also, I think this person just, because of what they, yeah, I think they come across as worldly, right? So maybe even, maybe not so much, I was going to say adventurous, but not so much adventurous. I think they come across as worldly. Like they come across as someone who has traveled a lot and, you know, has seen a lot. So they're really kind of, they just know about the world, right? Worldly. There's no other way to put it. They kind of maybe come across as a little bit of a trotter. So they might have like an appearance with respect to how they dress, their accessories and stuff like that. They might be wearing things that they got from a multitude of travels, like a lot of souvenirs, stuff like that. I think that's definitely the case for some of you. So yeah, this is pretty much what I can see from the cards. So I'm going to get into reading the astrological messages here. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the smoky quartz? What will their future spouse look like? What will their future spouse look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's enough. Sagittarius, there goes the worldliness. Taurus, that's the Empress energy. Aquarius, that's the Temperance here. Let me see. Cancer, okay. The Moon, so you have Cancer and the Moon. Definitely check out pile number 1 if you were drawn to it. Virgo. So that's the Mercury energy. Okay, so what can I tell you now extra about this person? So with the Moon and Cancer coming out, when it comes to physical appearance, this person comes across as quite introverted, maybe a little bit shy. They may be a little bit plump as well, or with a tendency towards plumpness. They will have, also they could have a round face, or like they could have features that are, you know, really, how should I put it, fleshy, maybe. I don't know if that's a thing. Like they could have full lips. For a lot of you, I think that's a thing because of the Taurus and the Cancer and the Moon energy. I think this person definitely, for a lot of you, is going to have full lips. They're going to come across as quite feminine and romantic. So if this is a man, he could have pretty boy features. He could enjoy wearing, you know, a lot of accessories, maybe even jewelry if this is a man. With Sagittarius, that's the world card there. So this person could be, I would say average to tall for most of you. With Aquarius, this is the Rahu energy here, so that explains the world card. I mean, this is from astrology, so definitely this person could be, you know, again, similarly to pile number one, this could be someone from a different background than you. There could be something unusual about their appearance, you know, there could be either genetically, like they could have like different colored eyes or something that stands out genetically, or they could dress in a way that is very unusual. Like I can think of, I don't know, having a tribal tattoo or something like that. This is another thing, this person could have something like tattoos, or, you know, they could be wearing things that are ethnic. You know, they could like wear tattoos that have some kind of a ethnic significance, or a piercing or something that has some kind of a spiritual significance. They could, or maybe they could wear clothes that are specific to a particular culture. Even if they're not from that particular culture, they might just enjoy, you know, wearing things that are different from their own ethnicity, or they might some kind of have interest in things that are different from them. Also with the moon in Cancer, this could definitely be a person who likes a lot of water imagery, because this is like the Temperance card is like the water bearer energy. It's literally a kind of a water bearer, so this is an Aquarius confirmation here. Also with a Virgo, I think this person is quite like clean cut, right? So this is a person who, clean cut as like, how should I put it? They're quite neat, you know, they have features that are really just nice, regular, balanced. They probably groom themselves significantly. They don't like to be sloppy. But with Sagittarius, they can also be athletic, and definitely if this is a man, most likely has broad shoulders. And also, there could also be like a touch of a hippie for some of you, or like a different, there could be different combinations, because again, people will adjust according to the situation. I think that when this person is in private, they're definitely going to just wear, of course, a lot of comfortable clothing. But they could also enjoy wearing things that are ethnic, that are coming from different cultures. And they also, with the Taurus and the Cancer, I think this person loves to dress comfortably and to wear things that are feel good. Like they will choose a simple sweater that is made of cashmere, for instance, just because it's made of cashmere, over something that just looks good from a distance but doesn't feel as good on their skin and on their body, if that makes sense. I'm definitely getting, you know, pretty features. Like I said, pretty features, absolutely. I would say for most of you, this is a person who has a rather oval face for most of you, but it could also be like something about their face is quite round as well, or plump. At the very least, their lips, they could have full lips. And or also, I think for most of you, this person will tend towards a lighter complexion. This could be either lighter than you or lighter than, you know, let's say the rest of their family. So like if they come from a family that has, let's say, both dark-haired and blonde-haired people, they will tend more towards the blonde, if that makes sense. They will tend towards the lighter side of their inherited genetic traits. I also think that they have quite beautiful eyes, and also eyes that are really expressive, and they also just come across as sensitive and very in touch with their feelings, I think. but they're also really intelligent and analytical, and also like they come across as a person who definitely is not easily fooled, you know? Like there's something no nonsense about them, but at the same time they're quite considerate and you know, even they come across as someone who can easily show affection, especially to their loved ones. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can tell from your reading, pile number 2, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. And also, please comment in the comment section with what resonated, to which extent, if it resonated, anything you would care to share about the reading, about the video. And also, if you're interested in a personal consultation, you can email me at the email in the video description. I can also send you a pricing list and feedbacks that I have gotten from previous clients, as well as some sample readings for you to see what they look like. Okay, thank you. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen the blue calcite crystal and or this card right here, which is the star card. So you can, I'm going to add timestamps and you can skip directly to your reading because I'm going to be taking my time with the shuffling now. Okay, so Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. Who is their future spouse? What will the future spouse look like? Physical appearance, image, anything you care to share with us would be greatly appreciated, Spirit. What can you tell me about the people who chose the blue calcite? What is their future spouse's physical appearance? Or future long-term romantic partner? What can you tell me about pile number 3? This one? I was getting this one more. Okay. So let's see. You have dolphin play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. All right. Then you have dragonfly magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. Very interesting. And polar bear mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Very nice. Very nice already. Okay, so let me look at the tarot cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3, the people who chose the blue calcite? What will their future spouse look like? What will their physical appearance be? But also their style, their image, anything you care to share with us would be greatly appreciated. Pile number 3 and their physical appearance. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse's physical appearance? Their future spouse's physical appearance. What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse? What do they look like? What do they look like, Spirit? Okay. So you have the star again. Oh. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse? What is their physical appearance? What will they look like, Spirit? How will they carry themselves? What is their image? What is their image, Spirit? Help me out here. What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse? What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse, Spirit? What can you tell me about pile number 3's future spouse? What do they look like? What is their physical appearance? Okay, these two wanted to come out, so I'm going to take them. The Queen of Pentacles again. The King of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands again. Unbelievable. The 10 of Cups. You lucky. The 4 of Wands. The 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So, with the Star coming out twice. Wow, you have 3 cards that came out twice. Spirit is really in good shape right now. So, yeah. I don't know if you can see this little spot here. No, you can't see it. Never mind. Yeah. A match fell on my desk and left a burn mark. Anyway. Yeah, 3 cards came out twice in your case. Unbelievable. I've only had these situations in private readings for clients. Okay. So clearly there's a strong message here. So you have the Star come out twice. You had the Queen of Pentacles come out twice. You have the 9 of Wands come out twice. So with the Star coming out twice, this person is someone who very likely has some kind of a following. So this is a person of a certain level of fame. Let me put it like that. With the Star especially, this could be someone who is like, has like a media following, you know, maybe they're maybe they work in media, you know, for some of you. This could even be someone who's like legit famous, like a TV presenter or something. But irrespective, they definitely dress to impress, you know. This is a person I think who's quite glamorous. Really. Maybe for men, glamorous is like too strong of a word. But yeah, they definitely know how to dress in a way that, you know, attracts attention. So could be like, I'm getting Leo vibes here. I think for many of you, this is going to look like the ideal partner, honestly, because you have the 10 of Cups here. Irrespective, actually, if this is like looking like your ideal partner or not, I think this is the kind of person that a lot of people would like to basically set up house with. You know, they look like wife/husband material. Also with the 4 of Wands here, check this out. You know, a lot of people want to marry this person. A lot of people, you know, dream about this person, and yeah, you're gonna get them, so count your blessings. With the the Queen of Pentacles coming out twice, this person definitely has like strong earth energy. This is similar, I think, among all the piles so far. Strong earth energy. I think the Queen of Pentacles actually came out in all piles, but in your pile it came out twice so far, because I haven't done pile number 4 yet. But I think this is a person who, you know, has a strong earth energy in their horoscope. So that means they come across as quite stable and sturdy. Physically, they're pretty strong, I think. But look at this with the 9 of Wands. I think they also come across as quite hurt and defensive. I think a lot of people are going to see them as, you know, even though I think they come across as quite a catch to a lot of people, they are not open. You know, they come across as pretty shut down, I think. And I think a lot of people can kind of, again, irrespective of whether this is true about them or not, but they come across as people who have been hurt in the past and now as a result of that are very shut down and they don't easily let people in. And I'm also getting strong Cancerian vibes from this pile as well. I mean, you also have Dolphin with play here and Dragonfly magic, Mystic and magic. Wow. So this person I think also has strong intuition. Also with the star, this is definitely also a person who could be into tarot and astrology, I think. Irrespective, they are a person of strong intuition. Whether they have learned to trust that or not is, depends on other things. Depends on the situation, individual situation. And I think, yeah, Cancerian vibes are coming here. Like, this person could, like, maybe even dress in a lot of blue, or they, like, feel drawn to water. Maybe they're into water sports. This is not directly related to their physical appearance. I think they also come across as very, very intelligent. Very intelligent, very, agile, very, both physically and mentally. I think they come across as quite adaptable and also very intuitive. Like, they come across as pretty mysterious as well. I think they also give homebody vibes as well, Cancerian vibes. So I think they're quite protective of themselves and the people they love. And when it comes to physical appearance, like I said, I think this person is quite attractive. So I wouldn't be able to say if they're like, like super conventionally attractive, but they definitely come across as attractive. Maybe for some of you, this person comes across as attractive just because they're famous. Like, somehow their reputation, their recognition makes them attractive. But I don't think so. I think for most of you, like, this is going to be a person who's genuinely attractive, really. I also think this person is really mature. For most of you, I definitely think that this is a person who's quite mature, even though they might have a youthful side. I think they have a romantic energy about them, even though they're trying really hard to not show it. This could be like someone who comes across as a poet, a writer, an artistic person. They might even have an artistic side, I think. Also, with the Four of Pentacles coming out here, I also mentioned this in another pile. This could be a person who's quite frugal. So when it comes to the way that they dress, for instance, it's unlikely that this person is going to spend a lot of money. But it's really funny here because you also have the star. So of course the star could just refer to their reputation, and they could definitely just attract attention by virtue of being who they are, I think. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they dress in a way that's really flashy, because with the Four of Pentacles here, I'm getting this is a person who's quite frugal. Most likely they think, long and hard before they buy new material possessions. And also with the Two of Pentacles, like, this is a person who's juggling multiple endeavors. Like, they could be studying and working, or maybe they're working more than one job, or they're working at a job and then also working on their business or their side hustle. This person is definitely very concerned with financial independence. Look at this. But this is a person who's really well off, okay? I think more than the other piles so far. I think in your pile you have the strongest energy of this as being a person who's really stable and secure financially. There will be an energy about that, like with the bear here. I think they are, again, kind of a strong silent type. I don't get the feeling that this is a person who is like easily expressive and an open book. Quite the contrary. I definitely think that this is someone who's more introverted. Unless you're talking about their profession, like if they have a profession where they are talking, obviously they're not going to be silent about, I mean, if they have a podcast or something, they're not going to be silent. That's not what I mean. But like in everyday life, this is not a person who easily opens up, I think. They could definitely also be into, like I said, mysticism, tarot, astrology, maybe even astronomy. they could enjoy things to do with astronomy. So maybe this is a person who like wears something, you know, like, I don't know. And maybe when you go to their place, they will have like you know, one of those like those things that you know, create stars on in your living room on the walls. I don't know what they're called, but they're all over the place. You know what I'm talking about. I don't think they have like an official name, but there are these gadgets that are being sold that create the illusion of a night sky with a lot of stars, projectors, but you can just use them in your living room, you know what I mean? Or like they will have pictures of galaxies and stuff, or they will wear clothes that have pictures of galaxies. Maybe they will be interested in astronomy. Again, none of this is like directly related to physical appearance, but I'm just picking up all these energies. I definitely feel like this is not a person who dresses particularly flashy most of the times. I think they will come across as actually more of a homebody. They will care a lot about comfort. They will care a lot about their family. Like, this is a person who wears things because they have emotional value to them, I think. But they could also come across as quite romantic. Serious, but also with a romantic streak. But I think they are the kind of people who easily stand out in a crowd. So I think something about them, either their attractiveness or their energy, something about them I think lures people in very easily. So they will really stand out in a crowd. I definitely feel that. I think if this is a woman, she's going to be quite voluptuous. This is a man, he's going to be quite voluptuous. I mean, with the bear here, like, this could be definitely a kind of man who's like tough and quite big, strong. But again, you have dragonfly and dolphin. So I think this is more about energy as well. Like, for some of you, this could be a person who's physically pretty strong and also physically agile as well. Like, maybe this is a person who works out and they are quite athletic, but at the same time, they're physically really imposing, I think. And they also have like a touch of the supernatural about them, like something, you know, mystical, mysterious about them. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can see through the cards. Now let me get into my astrological notes. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3? What will their future spouse look like? What can you tell me, Spirit? What will their future spouse look like? What can you tell me about pile number 3? Okay, 4. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3? What will their future spouse look like? What will their future spouse look like? This? I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Future spouse's appearance. Let me see, I have 5. Future spouse's physical appearance, Spirit. No, I'm getting this one. Okay. So let's see here. Scorpio. Brooding and mysterious. Venus. Attractive. Pisces. Dolphin. Aquarius, like I said, might be interested in astronomy and astrology. The moon, that's the Cancer energy. Cancer, that's the Cancer energy even more. Okay, so really strong confirmations here. I feel the Aquarius is definitely a confirmation of the star energy. Venus is a confirmation of all the Pentacles energy here, especially the Queen of Pentacles coming out twice, and also the star, the combination of the Queen of Pentacles and the star. Scorpio, like I said, could explain the 9 of Wands, because this person could come across as quite brooding and intense. So I think people just think that they're defensive, and they could be defensive. This could be a person who has gone through some rough situations in life, and they are just putting on a, you know, really tough front. They don't easily open up and let people into their private affairs. So that's something to take into account because it might take a while to get to know them. Cancer and Pisces, both of them have to do with the sea. So yes, I think this is a person who really comes across as pretty kind. Like, even though they might have a kind of a dark side, they also might have like a dark, brooding, mysterious aura about them, but generally they're going to come across as quite kind and protective of their loved ones, like I said. So I feel like the Cancer and the Moon is a confirmation of the Four of Wands energy, especially also the Four of Pentacles to some extent, also the Ten of Cups here. So this person definitely has strong emotions with Cancer and Scorpio. But when it comes to physical appearance, I would say this person has, I would say, very beautiful eyes. So they probably have like eyes that are either very dreamy. So I'm seeing here things like, you know, this could be people who have very interesting eye colors. They can come across as very dreamy, but also for some of you, they could also come across as really intense. They can have a really intense stare. I think the eye area is going to be particularly emphasized. They also will have nice skin, nice hair. Most likely will have full lips. And I think with this pile more than the others, there's a tendency towards plumpness here. I am not getting like really tall energy here, really. I mean, of course, when it comes to height and stuff like that, it's, you know, there will be strong variations, but I don't think that this person's height will stand out, let me put it like that. So I think it's more towards the average range of height. Also with Aquarius, there could be something about this person that is really unusual, like I said, so they stand out somehow. So either something about the way they dress, their accessories, their style, or it could just be literally about their physical appearance, their features. I definitely think this person is going to be above average attractive, like I did mention initially. Quite feminine in energy, so I would say among all of them so far, this is probably the most feminine energy. So even if this is a man, this is going to be a person who, you know, is introverted, sensitive, most likely kind of a homebody, and will give off that energy that this is a person who just really, at their core, just enjoys spending time with their family and like, you know, a handful of friends that they really like and trust. So I'm not getting like, you know, party animal vibes here. I also think this person, also with the Page of Cups that came out, so I think, like I said, this person will come across as really romantic. So I think there will be something about them that makes them romantic. So maybe they are even artistic, maybe they are you know, into writing or singing or something like that. So they will have like something about them that is alluring and kind of like they're a little bit of a siren here, even the men, you know, that makes them really attractive, really alluring. And for some of you, this could be like someone with a strong following, and these placements could even be like an artist that is quite, you know, well known or on the way to becoming well known. For some of you, that could definitely be the case. I also think that this person, for most of you, will tend towards having a rounder face, and you know, even maybe the body will tend to plumpness. They will definitely have a tendency to gain weight. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are overweight, but there will be some fleshiness about them. I'm not seeing like, you know, tall and very slim kind of energy here. Very intuitive. And I also feel like this person will tend towards the lighter complexion. I mean, for most of you. For some of you, this could also be a person who's really dark when it comes to complexion and their appearance. But for most of you, I'm feeling a tendency towards, you know, lighter complexion, lighter hair color. Of course, within the limits of their genetic inheritance. Did I mention full lips? Definitely this person will, I think for most of you, this person will have full lips. or something about their lips will be attractive, and their eyes as well. I'm not getting as much, like, also when it comes to the nose, for most of you, I think this person will have quite a small nose, or like definitely not very prominent. Oh, for those of you who are, oh, also this person is most likely is going to have a long neck, a very nice neck. I know that's very specific, but I'm picking it up here astrologically. I also think that they will tend to have a more narrow jawline, like, or not a very, how should I put it? I don't think that they have like a very angular jawline, but of course it depends a lot from one situation to another, because with these energies, this person will tend towards like a soft sort of energy, a soft sort of appearance. I mean, it doesn't have to be like 100% soft, but predominantly, let me put it like that. So they could have a wide jawline, but it won't be like super angular, you know, or a wide face as well. Also, I think both men and women will definitely enjoy fashion and beauty and beautifying themselves and wearing makeup. Maybe even the men will enjoy to wear makeup, or to wear jewelry. Definitely jewelry, especially jewelry that is like, you know, romantic, maybe even depicting something to do with the sea, you know, like they might like seashell accessories, stuff like that. Also, for many of them, definitely they will be into gemstones and, you know, crystals and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much this is what I see, and I hope you have found this interesting, because I definitely have. And once again, if you have liked the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notifications bell if you want to see when I am going to post a new video. And also, please comment in the comment section with whether, you know, the reading resonated, to which extent did it resonate. And of course, if you're interested in a personal consultation, you can email me at the email address in the video description. I can send you a pricing list for the readings that I offer, as well as some feedbacks and reviews that I've gotten so far. And also, I could send you some sample readings so you can see what they look like. So yes, thank you for listening. Hello, pile number 4. This is your reading if you have chosen this rose quartz crystal and or this card right here, which is the 8 of Wands. And you can pause the video because I'm going to be taking my time shuffling. You can skip directly to the timestamp with the reading. Okay, so first I'm going to select some oracle cards from these animal spirit cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile? Okay, already one popped out. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future husband or wife? What will their future spouse look like? How will they carry themselves? What is their image? What is their style? Help me out here, Spirit. Help me out. Help me out, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile number 4? So you have lizard regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt, embrace your transformation, put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Interesting. Then you have snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with a shaman. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. And squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. Really interesting. Okay, so I'm going to select the cards now, tarot cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouse? What will their future spouse look like? Okay, physical appearance wise, what will pile number 4's future spouse or future long-term romantic partner look like? What will their physical appearance be? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouse? What is their physical appearance, their style, their image? Spirit, help me out here. Pile number 4. Pile number 4's future spouse. So let's see, you have, this card came out in all piles. Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouse and their physical appearance? What do they look like? How do they carry themselves? This one really wanted to come out. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4's physical appearance, their spouse's physical appearance? What do they look like? What are their features? You know, what is their image? What is their image? What do they look like? Spirit, help me out here. Help me out here, Spirit. Pile number 4's future spouse. What will they look like? What can you tell me about pile number 4's future spouse? What do they look like? This one. Okay. Temperance. If you felt drawn to Hermit, if you felt drawn to pile number 2, maybe you should check it out as well. The Emperor, Justice, the Devil, the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Intense. 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 So, similarly to, I think, several other piles, this gives me strong Scorpio, Capricorn energy here. So, strong Saturn, Pluto energy. This is a person who probably has a strong status. Of course, this is about physical appearance, but I'm going to tell you what I see anyway, even if it's not strictly physical appearance. Yeah, so I think this is a person who is definitely established. Look at this. A person who most likely is mature, more mature than you are. This is a person who has really worked hard and has built a name for themselves, most likely through their own efforts as well. And this is a person who actually comes across really interesting here. I think their image, or like the impression they give, is that they are a person who is on a more negative side, maybe a little bit prejudiced, a little bit narrow-minded. I think overly analytical. I think this is a person that, at least on the surface, looks like they don't care about spirituality. They probably come across as really materialistic, rational, tough. They care about results. This is also a person who has studied their psychology a lot. So this is the vibe that they're giving off, the energy they're giving off. They also come across as really intense and really maybe even lustful. They come across, like, definitely come across as tempting to others, like, you know, dark sexuality stuff here. This is the vibe that they're giving, I think, at least to some people. And this is also, I think, a person of, like, high status, like I said, but this could be even a person that is somehow involved with the judicial system or have some kind of a significant formal position in society. So, like, they have some kind of a status, I think. They do just come across as a person who is really fair, I think, on the surface at least. With the Hermit here, it's interesting. So they come across really introverted, I think. Maybe even antisocial. They also come across as a person who can mix different styles and different, and again, similarly to other piles, this could be a person who comes from, like, a mixed ethnic background. Or even mixed race, like something about the way that they carry themselves or their appearance is like a mixture of different cultures, different ethnicities. Could even be their physical features strictly. This is a person who's definitely very status conscious. They also, like, this is really random, but, like, they're the kind of people who want their family to, the people who are closest to them, to basically support their path professionally. So I think, like, this is a person who, you know, expects, like, everyone in their lives to be up to a certain standard to make them, to help them as well look good in society, I think. Lizard regeneration. So when I saw lizard regeneration, Scorpio was the first energy that came to mind, and then you have all this, like, the devil energy, and also you have the 8 number and the 10 number coming up. So I think, yeah, there is a strong possibility that this person like has a strong Scorpio energy, I think. So they can come across as really serious, intense. They're not easy to read. They can definitely come across as, like, a complete mystery with the Hermit here. I think this person really kind of gives off a lone wolf vibe as well. When it comes to, like, physical appearance, I think this person, for some of you, definitely could be someone who's older considerably, so could even have, like, gray hair. But with all the pentacles, I can tell you this is a lot of earth energy, so that's a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn is also the Emperor to some extent, and also the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a person who has, I think, a strong professional life. Maybe with respect to their appearance, they could have a profession where, you know, they're wearing a uniform and people just tell what they are by looking at them. So that could be police, fire brigade, I don't know, working at McDonald's, I guess. All kinds of options, like, where people just know you by what you look like. Maybe a biker, I don't know. I definitely am getting some darker vibes from this person. Like, they could have a, you know, a more brooding energy. I think they come across as really tough, honestly. Like for many of you, this is like kind of a, you know, yeah, dark. Just like, you know, if this is a woman, this is a seductress, and if this is a guy, this is like a bad boy. I think they have a touch of that. Of course, it may not be that they're like, I don't know, very dark and brooding all the time, but they will have a touch of that energy. Also, with the Eight of Wands, I think they come across as a person who's really energetic and always on the move, and potentially a person who has traveled a lot. There's like a reinforcement here of like, you know, look at this, the Hermit and the Emperor, both of them have like white hair. So I definitely feel for some of you, this person could be significantly older. I'm not getting like physically very imposing here, like physically big. I think this person is pretty muscular, but pretty much around average height. I think they come across as quite, you know, flexible, for lack of a better word, you know, irrespective of their age. Like they're pretty vital, pretty agile, I think. If this is a woman, definitely voluptuous. Sorry. Definitely voluptuous. Could tend towards, you know, could tend towards plumpness, I think, but maybe for some of you. I think mostly not so much. I think with the Ten of Cups, this is similarly to other piles. I think it's pile number 2, but I'm not sure. I think this is the kind of person that many people see as a catch, or like that many people would like to set up house with, you know, start a family with. I think they come across as a good family person, a good father or mother figure as well. They come across as really responsible as well. But pretty much this is what I can see from just the cards, really. So I'm gonna look at this because I'm really curious. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4 and their pile number 4's future spouse? Spirit, help me choose the right notes here. Is this 6? Oh wow, I chose 6 directly. Okay. Taurus. Saturn. What did I say? Strong Saturn energy. Confirmation here. And I think Cancer. Pisces. Rahu. Sagittarius. Okay, so if you were, if you were drawn to other piles, definitely check them out, because there might be messages for you there, because like there are some messages that are overlapping with other piles. With Rahu, this is a confirmation of what I said with the Temperance. This person could be from a mixed race background, multi-ethnic background. Whichever the case with Rahu, there's something foreign about them, so they could be coming from a foreign culture, foreign land. There's something about them that maybe stands out as unusual. I think they will tend towards darker complexion in your case, definitely for most of you. Of course, for some of you that, but I think in your case, for most of you, this person will tend towards a darker complexion, dark eyes, dark hair. I think also they will have really good bone structure, high cheekbones, most likely full lips, I think. It's interesting. I did say that I don't see this person being really tall, but with Sagittarius and Saturn, actually for some of you, this person could be well above average in height. But then you could, for some of you, it could be the other way around. This person could be even a little bit below average with the Taurus and Pisces and Cancer. I also think this person might tend towards plumpness, at least for some of you. This person is definitely going to have, I think, a nice smile, broad shoulders, especially if this is a man. They might have like a swimmer body, you know, like strong upper body, basically. And this is, I think, for both men and women, really. They could also be wearing tattoos or piercings or anything that it kind of like makes them stand out from the crowd. They might have unusual tastes in the way that they present themselves, especially when it comes to their free time, not so much in public. I also feel like for some of you, this could be a person who is religious, and maybe they wear things that are showing their religious inclination. I definitely feel like this is a person who's more, it's really interesting because you have Saturn and Rahu. So I think this is a weird dichotomous energy here where they are, I think they come across as conventional, but people don't know how unconventional they really are. Or it could just be that in your case, Rahu just shows that this is from a mixed background, but when it comes to the way they present themselves, and the way that they are perceived in the world, they are pretty conventional. They probably follow tradition as well with the Saturn and the Ten of Pentacles here. Also, this person, like I said, most likely is mature looking. They could have features that are, for some of you, this person could have features that are pretty harsh. Like, I definitely see oval face for most of you, but they could also have something that is fleshy and plump about their appearance. Like, they could have, maybe they have like a really strong bone structure, but they have really full lips for some of you. I'm also getting so I think when it comes to how they present themselves, at least in public, I think it's more towards the conventional side, the orthodox side. I think this person will like earth tones a lot and water tones, maybe like blues and browns, beige, stuff like that. That's what they will like to wear mostly. I also think they might like images that have to do with nature, rocks, especially gemstones, crystals, so they might be really into that. And also water, like marine stuff, marine images. I think they also come across as really outdoorsy, you know, so they might be wearing a backpack, for instance, or like they like to wear comfortable clothes a lot. So I think they come across as the kind of person who, you know, is quite worldly, let me put it like that. And most likely, yeah, I think this is a person who is going to be older for most of you. Considerably older. Like, I would say 5 years plus. Also, for women, they will have nice breasts. Definitely. Irrespective, most likely nice skin for everyone here. They will also just enjoy nice fabrics and have a kind of a homebody energy. I think they're the kind of people that when it comes to the image, that the image, yeah, the vibe and that they give off in the world, I think they come across as people who are very passionate and sensual, but that they're somehow keeping it under wraps, you know, like they might actually come across as people who seem like repressed, quote unquote, or people will assume that. Of course, this may not be true, but this is about how their image comes across and what they look like. So yeah, this is pretty much what I can see in your reading. Also, I think they, with respect to how they come across, I think they come across as really cautious and frugal to some extent as well. Even if they're well off, they're not gonna be wasting their money, I think. They come across as old and wise, or mature and wise, okay, because old can have a negative connotation. But yeah, I think they are the kind of people that others come up to for advice. Okay, so this is pretty much it, and I hope you have enjoyed it, because I definitely have. And if you have enjoyed it, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It only takes a second and it's free. It's the easiest way to support me. And also, if you would like to see when I post a new video, you can also click on the notifications bell. It's also free. And of course, if you would like to comment in the comment section with whether you found this video was helpful, did it resonate, to which extent did it resonate, I would be very grateful. And if you're interested in a personal reading from me, I do a variety of readings, well, 2 or 3 varieties really, ranging from 29 euros to about 56. And I can send you basically a list of feedbacks that I have gotten so far, as well as sample readings, so you can see what they look like. So if you're interested in getting a reading from me in tarot, you can check out the video description. I will leave my email there. So thank you for listening.